Welcome back, crew. It's been a while. I know it's been a while and y'all missed us. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I miss you guys. I hope everything is going well for you guys. I hope you guys are doing great because we are doing great. Now, it's been a while since we've been around, but you know how it goes in the summertime, especially if you're a parent. You're trying to get everything crammed in before those kiddos start school. So we've been doing a lot of stuff in between biking. We've been out of town, been doing some traveling. We have been doing some DIYing. We're gonna show you a little bit of that. We've been doing a bunch of projects. We've been fishing. We've been doing a lot of things to close out our summer. I mean, it's still, as you can see, sunny here, blazing hot. So it's still summertime, but the kid has gone back to school and we're just trying to slow everything down a little bit so we can get back into our groove of things for the end of summer into fall. So we're back and we're not on the trail today. As you can see, we are in the driveway. We are in the driveway today. We're not on the trail, but we're doing something that is super important to keep us on those trails, pounding the pavement, pounding the dirt, getting pounded by rain. Maybe we have. Don't you do it, but we have. So we're doing something that's super important. That's bike maintenance. And what comes along with bike maintenance is cleaning your bikes. You got to keep your bikes in tip-top shape. And one of those things is cleaning the bikes, because dirt, mud, gunk, oil blockages on chains, anything could happen that could cause you to have a malfunction on your bike or have a blowout. That happened. That happened. So we are doing some maintenance today. So come along with us. And this is a cruise too. This is a cruise through bike maintenance. So come hang out with us. This one is a heavy one. This one is a heavy one. You guys have seen this one before. This is the Wallke H7 all-wheel drive. This is beast. So we are going to make sure that this bike stays clean. As I said before, with bike maintenance, it is super important to make sure that you check the maintenance of your bike. Not only before each ride, you want to make sure that the brakes are working. You want to make sure that your display is working. You want to make sure your throttle is working properly. You want to make sure that your chain is intact and is properly oiled. You want to make sure all of your julets are connected together properly. You want to make sure that your tires are inflated at the right PSIs. You want to make sure that your disc brakes are not loose and are intact. You want to just make sure that all things are working properly before you go out on your ride, just to stay safe. You always want to stay safe out there. And don't forget, always wear your gear. Always wear your gear, especially your helmet. You always want to make sure that is on and that you are safe out there. You guys remember these, right? These are America's favorite brand, from what people say. These are the Lectric's XP 3.0. This is the step-through frame. This is the original frame, and they're both awesome bikes. This is my bike, and this is my son's bike. As you can see with these bikes also, we have covered up the display units, the connections, just to keep us safe and to make sure that when we are washing these bikes, that we are staying safe, because these are electric bikes and we are using water. You wouldn't pour water on a toast, would you? A toaster would make sure that you got electrocuted if you pour water on it. So we're going to make sure that we keep safe on our bikes when we're washing them and cover up those connections. And this doesn't come from me. This isn't coming from other content creators that have done videos like this about washing their bikes, but this actually comes from Lectric themselves. They say that you should cover up your connections to make sure that you're keeping safe while you're washing them, but also after the dry down has happened, that your connections continue to work properly. So you want to make sure that you cover up all your connections to make sure you stay safe. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you a little bit about why it's important to do washing as a part of your bike maintenance. Come in here real quick for me. As you can see in that wheel well back there, after we pull this, we're going to pull this battery out before we wash. But as you can see how the dirt and the mud and the gunk has kind of got swept up from the wheels and those wheel wells and kind of got stuck on the framing. So we want to make sure that we clean all of that, because if that accumulates, you know, that's when you start having the problems. Same for these electrics. As you can see here on my son's bike, he did a little bit of mudding, and so he's got a lot of gunk attached to the bottom framing of his bike. So we want to make sure that we get all of that taken care of, as well as my bike over here. Now she's beautiful, B2C. She ain't got a whole lot of dirt on her, but she does got some dirt on her. We try to be a little careful with her. So, but we still gonna clean her up. And you know, when the dirt gets accumulated on your bike, that's when you start to have those malfunctions. So we're gonna start with cleaning these bikes. But I got something new for you guys. I got something to show you. Stay tuned. I got something to show you. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I see you looking. I see you looking. I see you looking. Yeah, I got me one of these. I got me one of these. Ooh, that's that new hotness. That's that new hotness. Look at that seat. Ooh, look at that battery. That's what you call a battery. Yeah, that's that goat powered bikes. I got me one of them. I say I got me one of them. Yeah. Don't that look like that's what it's supposed to sound like? Boy, yeah. Look at that poppy. Look at that boy. Ooh, he all blacked out. The seat is all nice. As you can see, adult content. And ooh, that thing always watching. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You know, you know. Oh yeah. These are the goat powered bikes. Boy, these things are nasty. Ooh, these things are nasty. And when we came up on these puppies, when I tell you it was like Christmas in July, I tell you, I was excited because these things were a hot commodity. Now mine, when I ordered mine, it came in about a month, couple weeks, a month. So mine is the original. This one's mine. As you can see, it does have a little girl flair to it with the gold suspension and the brown seat. To me, that's a little, you know, flashy, like a girl would like it. But this is the original color scheme of the goat. This is the goat V3 by Goat Power Bikes. And when I tell you, it is amazing.
The Billy Goat.
The Billy Goat V3. The Billy Goat V3. This one is the gunmetal gray color scheme. So they come in two different color schemes. So this is the one that Beast chose. As you can see, it looks like a beast. It looks like a beast. So this is the one he chose, and this is the one that I chose. But I absolutely love this bike. And if you give me a second, we're gonna come back to you with the specs about this bike, because this is the first time you guys have truly seen these bikes up close. So we want to let you know a little bit more about these bikes. All right, so we told you guys a little bit about these bikes. So these are the Billy Goat V3 Goat Power bikes. So this is the original gradient that you can get it in, which is the almost ombre-like scheme of the Goat Power bike insignia, and the brown seat, the gold plated suspension forks, and then they have various different gradients of the color scheme in certain areas of the bike. So it makes it stand out from this bike, which is Beast bike, which is the gunmetal gray scheme. So it's all kind of blacked out, has the gray Goat Power bike insignia on it. So it's definitely a shadow moving down the street at night. So these bikes have a custom 2,000 watt rated brushless gearless direct drive motor. It has a 3,000 watt peak power. It has 170 Newton meters of torque. The max speed on this bike is from anywhere between 40 and 50 miles per hour, depending on your weight and terrain. I can get mine up to about 55. Beast is a little bit less than that because, of course, you know, Beast is going a little slower than me because he weighs a little bit more. It has a 50A controller. It has a full twist throttle. It has a 7-speed Shimano braking system. Is that correct? No, not braking system. Gear system, I'm sorry. Gears. It has the 60-volt, 17-string charging mechanism. Is that what it is?
Yep. Yep.
It has the Samsung battery cells. It's going to give you an average of 60 miles if it's in the pedal assist mode, but if you're in all electric mode, it's going to give you about 37 miles to a charge. We did purchase the second battery, as you can see on top. So this bike usually comes with just one battery, but we went ahead and bought the package with the 2 battery system. The frame is a reinforced aluminum alloy frame. It has a full front and rear adjustable suspension. It has a trauma front fork. It has it takes about 350 rated rear suspension, so 350 pounds. It has the 4-inch and the 4.5-inch tires, so it's a 4-inch on the front, 4.5-inch on the back, and these are all-terrain tires. It also comes with the rear wheel lock, the throttle lock. It comes with a full color LED display with the amp. It comes with the optional nav, the voltmeter, the watt meter. It has a LED front headlight with a high beam and a low beam that you can change. It has turning signals on the front. There's a rear tail light. It has a horn, which is great. And these wheels are mag wheels, which is even better for those of you who have a heavier ride. It has the diamond pattern faux leather seat, and it also includes side mirrors. So this bike is pretty serious business. I absolutely love it. I've loved riding it. When I tell you, I'm not gonna lie, I don't pedal one bit on this bike. I don't pedal one bit. It is full throttle and it is so much fun.
Now, as you can see, my bike has a couple of upgrades. If you're in the e-bike world, I know if you're into customization, you've heard of Lorenzo Tapia, because this is a Tapia seat. This is one of the newer models. This is the 18-inch, I want to say 8-inch wide model for the Billy Goat V3. You can see how long it is and how tall it is in comparison to the original seat right here. And when I tell you it's like night and day, it's night and day.
Oh, absolutely night and day, because when I'm riding it and I gotta squeeze that seat between these thighs, when I tell you these thighs be burning. So I would say, yeah, go ahead and get that upgraded seat, because this seat feels so good. Yep,
we got that upgrade. I got this other crazy light that I put on this thing. So mine has 2 headlights, but that one is just for like trail riding and things like that when we're riding at night. We take these things in some pretty precarious places. And then we have a luggage rack, and you can see how much longer my seat is, because me and the wife have the same luggage rack, but you can see how much of my rack is exposed as opposed to her luggage rack, and how much of it is exposed. Same rack, just the length and the width of the seat is different.
All right, guys, so since we've shown you all of our beautiful bikes, we are going to get to cleaning. And this is an important part of maintenance, so we got to get it done today. And so today, because it is so hot out here, I got me some help. I got me some help to wash these bikes. My helper, could you come help me? So everybody knows Jay the Kid. So he's going to help me with this bike maintenance today. So we're going to get started. We're going to start with the framing, and then we are going to move down to the wheels. We're not going to have a whole lot of water on our towels. when we're washing the bikes, we're going to try to keep that water to a minimum on these towels, but we are going to scrub those tires. So we're going to get to it and just follow along, and you'll see how we get it done, because if it's your bike, just do it how you want to, just be minimal on the water. But we're going to get started. Yep, just wipe the framing down, get all the dirt and stuff off the frame.
So what we're doing now, and what you see them doing, is they have wet the tile with the soap and they're wiping down the frame. So what we decided to do was wet our tiles and get as much water out of the tiles as possible, especially when going over the electrical connections and all of the different components that actually like move the bike, because those things need oil, and soap and water is an enemy of oil. So I would recommend, after washing your bikes, oil your chain.
Slide some oil.
Oil your chain and all of your components that move on your bike. Might have a
Look
few.
at that.
Huh?
Can you see that on there?
Oh, look at all of that. Come closer.
Yeah, this is just from the undercarriage of the bike. So that is just a little bit of mud that is built up on that bike. So we want to get that taken care of. That is the reason why maintenance is so important. You see underneath where his light kit is? Get under there too, because that's probably where a lot of that is built up, on those, below those pedals and everything like that. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm squeezing just about all of that water out of this towel, just because I am kind of anal when it comes to doing things a certain kind of way. Like if I was to mess up these connections on this bike, I'd be sick. I'd be sick for days, like if it didn't work right. So I want to take all the precautions I can take when cleaning this bike. So I'm getting all underneath the wheel well framing. As you can see down in between some of these cracks, we've got some build up down in between there. So I would need to figure out what I can get back in between there to get that little buildup of mud from back there. So I want to get in all of these cracks and crevices between these metal framing parts and just get as much of that dirt and buildup I can get off of it.
So as you can see on the black beast here, the Leviathan, the boy is making sure he gets in all of those cracks and crevices, just like the wife is doing over there on her bike. I have the joy of just standing here and recording.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
But
You're doing a good job though.
thank you.
You're still out here.
I am. I'm out here, and that's saying a lot. Yeah, that's saying a lot.
Jay
Because
said
if it was
you wanna
me,
give more.
these bikes would have been washed 2 hours ago, and you guys wouldn't even see it.
These bikes have been washed like when we got these three in the garage, like the day after we put them in there.
Why didn't you say anything then?
No, the better question is, why didn't he do it?
Why didn't he do it?
Ah,
So that's the better question. If it was you, because you're the strapping young man, you could have just did it yourself, and
Well,
we would have all been like, oh, look at Jay.
that sounds like the life of a teenager.
It does, doesn't it?
The life of a
is.
teenager.
They do. Access to everything, accountable for nothing.
Sounds about right.
Huh? The seat, yes. Seat too, buddy. It's a
He's
part
earning
of
his
the
keep.
bike.
Is he earning his keep?
He is.
All right, on to the front suspension. Now this doesn't get as filthy as the back, where the dirt is kicked up by the wheels, but it does accumulate, dust and dirt from being out and even sitting up, no matter where you store it at, out in the garage or even inside your house. That dust accumulates on anything. So you got to keep this front suspension wiped down, the light, everything wiped down and free of dust and dirt. Some would say I got big knees.
Dropping it low on the bike, huh? God damn.
She deserves it.
Dropping it low on the bike. That is, wow, that's a new low.
It's a new low.
It's a new low. It's a new one. So I guess the e-bike community has been tainted.
Oh yeah, see if I did have my whole head down here, I wouldn't see a little bunch of dirt stains right here.
You wouldn't have seen that. Had your whole head in the doggone thing. What is that about? Like that is weird.
You literally get my whole entire head here and dress in here.
Just get in there, huh? Hey, you know what I was thinking about? Caging that in and making a compartment.
For what?
To put stuff in.
Good, we could just frames right here.
Yeah, just I need to connect those two right there. I'm gonna do that anyway because of how they flap. And when I put stuff in there, so I'm gonna put a brace in between them. But I was thinking, man, that could be a cool little space where you could just put the battery chargers and stuff. Yeah.
All right, so we've done cleaning the framing and everything, all the suspension, all the fenders, all the lights. Now we're onto the wheels. So because of where we ride and what we do, it is important to keep your wheels clean, especially if you are bringing the bike in and out of your home. It is important to clean these wheels. So that's what we're doing right now. We're cleaning the wheels. And we're gonna get all up in the mags, inside the framing of the wheel. That's where you're gonna find most of the dirt at, is on these wheels. So we're gonna get those all cleaned up. Get these wheels cleaned up, the front and the back. And we'll be back to you guys to show you our finished products. Ready?
You gotta get them wheels a real good scrubbing right there, people.
So now I'm just gonna give the tires a nice little spray down just to make sure I get all that sud off of them, all that dirt off of them. As you can see, this water hose has another goal in mind, which is to wet me up. So I'm just gonna spray those tires off really nice, get all that off of there. Try not to get it too wet up. Alright, so now this is our finished product. We're gonna let this dry out, of course. We're gonna try to get off as much water as we can off the bike before we store it. We're gonna let it dry up really good because of the ports where the batteries fit in and stuff like that. We're gonna make sure that that's nice and dried out. Beast's bike is looking good. We're gonna make sure that Jay gets those tires rinsed off and we get his dried and ready for the next ride. And so guys, we have did a little bit of bike maintenance today. We still got 3 whole bikes to wash, but we're gonna wash them in the same form and fashion. We're gonna start with the framing, then we're gonna move to the tires and get those all cleaned up. So I hope that you guys are doing bike maintenance to your bikes, whether you have an electric bike, a dirt bike, a pedal bike. Make sure that you are keeping it well maintained so it can keep moving you forward and so you can get another cruise in.
What about an exercise bike?
Keep that oiled and wiped down because dirt accumulates on that also. So you want to make sure that, I used to work for a gym and we had to wipe our equipment down every single day. So yes, you want to make sure that your exercise bike even stays clean too. So we're going to finish cleaning up our bikes. We're going to make sure that they dry out properly. And then we're going to put everything back on them, get our batteries locked back in for our next ride. So hopefully we'll have another video coming to you guys soon and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.